Hello and welcome to Mr Morgana and Friends Rebooted. That's right, Mr Morgana and Stomach a new Roblox game, and it have be a girly a thing for kids some time to experience a brand new episode from this channel. I can promise you it's going to be wild, unpredictable, and thoroughly entertaining read, exactly as I've come to expect from the Morganaverse. Before I get started, Mr. Morgana himself asked me to remind all of you of a few simple rules in watching the video: no spamming, no drama, and of course, no being rude. Let's keep it fun and respectful for everyone. I'll read. Okay then, let's not keep waiting any longer. Sit back, relax, and let's see what's in store for us this team.
I'm going to call Mr. Morgana to see if he wants to play Dandy's World with me. Hey Mr. Morgana, wanna play Dandy's World with me?
Oh boy do I, but later, I've got to meet up with 𝙀𝙭𝙤𝙤𝙤 and a couple of other folks to discuss a new Roblox game I'm working on. I was hoping you'd join 𝙀𝙭𝙤𝙤𝙤's dev team too.
A new game, what's it about?
It's one of my projects that'll be in the works later. You play as a special ops soldier in the year 2142. It's meant to be a pretty fun game telling you to shoot aliens. It's going to be a blast. I know you'll love it.
That sounds amazing. I'd definitely play.
You know who else would play it? Pancho Villa.
No more Pancho Villa.
Whoa, didn't expect to see you in this truck, Mr. Sensist. Long time no see.
Morgana, you gotta stop talking about Pancho Villa all the time. And it's not a truck, it's a van.
A van is a type of truck though. Even Pancho Villa would have called it a truck.
I'm out of here. I can't stand you anymore, Mr. Morgana.
Well, that was awkward. Alright viewers, check these enemy designs out. I want y'all to let me know what you think. I won't mind any hate, but please be respectful. Let's hear your thoughts. I'll leave this slide open for 10 seconds.
I'm really pumped about this. I'm thinking I'll handle the maps and gun animations, maybe even make a hyper laser gun.
I don't know about the hyper laser gun. If you check the weapon list I'll show later, you might see the hyper laser gun as redundant. Plus we can save the map stuff for the multiplayer mode. Me and Bacon will be working on the levels for single player.
What about the enemies? Who's on the list?
We've got the 𝙀𝙭𝙤𝙤𝙤, the most common enemy, then its pistol and rifle variants. There's the Herbitheros, a gold humanoid with glowing eyes, and the criminal, a man in a red suit. We're gonna need to talk about some of these designs though.
Wasn't the criminal supposed to be just a dude in a white shirt and jeans?
Yeah, I changed it. The original design didn't fit with the game's vibe.
What about the little 𝙀𝙭𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙤? How does it bite without a mouth?
Have you ever seen Half-Life? The head crabs, they got a weird underbelly for biting, just like the 𝙀𝙭𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙤.
And why is it 6 feet and 8 inches? Shouldn't it be smaller?
Wait till you see the adult version, buddy.
I mean, I thought it's gonna be a small alien.
Trust me, it works. Its size is just fine for what it must do.
So we're making a calculator and a ruler melee weapons for this serious tone game, huh?
Not in this one. Maybe for our zombie game though, a ruler and calculator as weapons might sound a little silly.
Guess we'll have to keep it more serious. Gotcha.
If someone wants a feature to be added, you should add it if it's reasonable.
This is the macro frenulum.
Is 4 feet and 10 inches too tall for this one?
Nah, cause it's significantly smaller than the player, who's 6'2", fits just fine. I came up with that design back in 2020 actually. Now we've got the snakeoid, and this is the spideroid. Spideroids can be dangerous, cause their bites incapacitate players.
What does incapacitate mean?
It means they can stop you from moving. Now this is the 𝙀𝙭𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙤. When these guys leap on you, they can steer you into other enemies. Like a jockey from Left 4 Dead 2.
Oh great, so we're dealing with something that steers us into other enemies. Yeah, that's just perfect. Couldn't have a peaceful fight, huh?
I'm definitely gonna need some backup when that happens.
That doesn't sound fair. How are we supposed to focus on one enemy when they're just moving us into the next one?
Welcome to the nightmare that is the 𝙀𝙭𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙤. You'll need to keep your distance and be fast on your feet. Use the environment to your advantage and take them out before they get close enough to make that leap. A double-barrel shotgun could take them out quick.
Remember sharing a video of CSS weapon animations? I'm thinking of using M for our game.
I think those might be copyrighted, man. Better to be careful, you know. We don't want any trouble with that.
And what about making the protagonist the player's avatar?
That sounds kinda dull, to be honest. I even made an artwork of the protagonist. I'll show it to y'all in a few minutes.
Oh, and I was thinking, for the classic weapons, maybe they'll have choppy animations.
Choppy? What do you mean by that?
Lowering the FPS of the animations.
Ah, I get you now. You wanna give it that old school, kinda stiff feel, well, as long as there's still realistic view bobbing, like in Doom 3. That way it feels retro but still realistic. By the way, I'm still not finished introducing the threats. Take a look at the captive.
Hold up. That design reminds me of Iron Man. Is that what you were going for, Mr. Morgana?
Yeah, you got it. I wanted the captive to have that sleek, powerful look. I thought it would fit perfectly as an advanced enemy. Something both deadly and intimidating. It's not quite Iron Man, but it's definitely inspired by that kind of armored, tech-heavy design. Next, let's talk about the arthropoid.
Wait, it has 4 legs. Isn't that weird for an insect? Thought they had 6.
Good catch. The arthropoid ain't a traditional insect. It's evolved to use only 4 legs to move faster through the air. It's all about mobility and surprise attacks. Watch out for its acid spray. Now moving on to the manupod.
That glowing eye. Creepy.
Yup, the manupod is big and menacing, but it's also pretty clever. Its fireball attack can deal some serious damage, so you'll want to keep your distance and avoid its bite. And, fun fact, they joined the alien army in exchange for the powers they were given. Next up, the dragonoid.
Pink dragon with no legs. Is that supposed to be a unique take on the dragon design?
Exactly. And Zero the Infiltrator told me that this concept art scared him, but I don't give a crap about the hate. Wait, Zero, you don't hate the design, do you? Anyway, let's get into the quadrupophis. It's supposed to look like a big blue 4-footed snake.
Whoa, that gives some serious predator vibes.
That's the idea. The quadrupophis is a mix of brute strength and agility. It's got a mean charge attack, but don't get caught off guard. You'd want to use the environment to block its charges and take it down. Now we have the Uniclops.
I'm guessing this is a tank unit, right?
Indeed, the Uniclops is meant to absorb damage and throw things around with that huge strength. If it gets too close, its claw will deal some serious damage, so stay out of its range. Next is the adult cycloarachnid.
No movement. How does that even work as an enemy?
Wait till you see it. It's not moving around, but it's a powerhouse. The adult cycloarachnid has a devastating laser attack and a punch that can almost knock you out. This enemy only appears in the boss fights of chapters 3 to 5. And finally, the combat robot.
I bet it's gonna launch rockets at us.
You got it. The combat robot's all about firepower. You'll need to dodge those rockets and use your environment to stay safe. And that, my friends, is the enemy lineup. Get ready for these guys. They'll challenge you in ways you won't expect. Now, let me tell you about our protagonist, Samuel Yamada, a Japanese-American guy born to serve, sharp as attack, heart like steel. He joined the US Army as a teen, eyes full of fire, ready to serve, ready to prove something big. Didn't take long for him to stand out either. The guy was a natural, tactical genius, combat master, and could think 5 steps ahead even in a war zone. Dude was built different. Then, boom! It's the year 2142, Earth goes from bad to real bad. That's when that friggin' alien overlord named Incredible Man rises up from wherever the planet Exogenous is and starts the alien siege on Earth. Still, nobody knows why. Some say we poked the wrong signal. Others think it was some cursed artifact or an experiment gone wrong. Doesn't matter. What matters is, we weren't ready, not even close. Cities got dusted, armies crushed, aliens swarmed in with tech we couldn't even dream of, out there on the front lines. Poor Samuel gets blasted by a direct energy weapon that critically injured him, and everyone thinks he's dead.
Wait, but doesn't he come back?
You bet he does. The army takes what's left of him and takes him to a secret lab. And what do? They rebuild him using Project Sentinel, bioengineering, nanotech, genetic modifications, the whole 9 yards. They rebuilt Samuel into something new, stronger, faster, sharper, practically unstoppable. It was a costly experiment too. Now he ain't just a soldier, he's the soldier. The only super soldier we've got. Dude's got a healing factor, punches like a truck, and can fight without flinching. Even if the world's falling apart around him, mentally locked in, physically jacked, He became humanity's best weapon against this alien horde. But the war escalated too fast. Those labs, gone, which means no more super soldiers, just Samuel.
So it's one man against a whole alien invasion?
Exactly. One man versus waves of extraterrestrial nightmares. They got numbers, they got tech, they got friggin' monsters with eyes glowing like car headlights. But Samuel doesn't stop, he keeps pushing, keeps fighting, cause he knows if he falls, then humanity falls. Multiplayer mode. Oh, you'll feel the odds. Humans get clapped left and right. Samuel's holding the line, but even he's got limits. He's not immortal. He's just humanity's last ace in the deck. He ain't just a warrior anymore. He's a symbol of hope, of grit, of resistance. And let me tell you something, Samuel Yamada, he's the kind of guy who'd love this balloon truck I'm flying. Pancho Villa would have loved it too.
Oh, Mr. Morgana, you're in the kitchen with us.
Oh, right, got carried away there. Let me wrap up with the weapons. First up, we've got the pistol, one of the two weapons the player spawns with. It packs a punch with a minimum damage of 10 and a max of 50. It's got a crazy rate of fire, anywhere from 120 to 240 rounds per minute depending on how much you charge it. The best part, the ammo is infinite, thanks to its plasma generator. Oh, and it reloads in just a second, no big deal.
That's pretty sweet. I'll handle the animations for these guns on Moon Animator.
Leave the enemy animations to me, I've got even better at them.
Perfect, we're on the right track. Next up, we've got the knife. Now this thing is brutal, dealing a whopping 100 damage per slash. It's got a rate of fire of about 80 slashes per minute, so you can really get in there. No need to worry about ammo. It's a knife, it's just pure melee. And yeah, the best part, it's dual wieldable with the pistol. Only those two weapons can be dual wielded though. Wouldn't make sense with a reloadable weapon.
Fun fact, I suggested the knife should look like the Buster Sword. I thought it'd look awesome.
I love that idea, fits the whole vibe of the game, I'm sticking with it. Next, we've got the frag grenade. This baby does 150 damage with a 1-minute cooldown, so it's a bit slower but powerful. You get infinite grenades. Just gotta wait for it to recharge. It's great for taking out enemies at a distance.
I like the explosive option. I can't wait to see how it looks when it goes off.
Now, for a little more firepower, we've got the revolver. Deals 90 damage per shot, and with a rate of fire of 80 rounds per minute. It's a solid firearm. Max ammo is 50, with 6 in the chamber at once. Reload time is 1.5 seconds. Pretty fast for a revolver, but I want it to look something like this. By the way, I wonder who's gonna make the weapon sounds and enemy sounds though. Super Cheetah, Windows 10 Purple, HyperMax 2021. Next up, we've got the shotgun. This thing deals 80 damage, with a rate of fire of 60 rounds per minute. It uses shells, and you've got a maximum of 100 rounds with a capacity of 10. The reload time depends on how many shells you have left, anywhere from half a second to 5 seconds. By the way, Kool-Aid Lemonade, I want a feature where, if you're close to an enemy, instead of shooting it, you just hit them with the gun itself.
Interesting idea, but why does the shotgun deal 80 damage? Seems a bit high for a shotgun.
That's the point. It's a shotgun. You need it to chunk enemies. But for a little more versatility, we've got the double-barrel shotgun. This one deals 120 damage, but it only shoots once per reload, so you've got to make every shot count. Rate of fire is 46 rounds per minute, and it uses shells too. Max ammo is 100, with a capacity of 2, reloads in about 1.3 seconds.
I'm guessing this is for those make it count moments, right?
You bet. This one's for when you need some heavy stopping power in tight spaces. Moving on, we've got the plasma rifle. This one's more about rapid fire. 400 rounds per minute, 200 max ammo, and 30 in the chamber. It does 40 damage per shot, but when you're firing this thing at full speed, enemies won't stand a chance for long.
Plasma weapons, nice.
Next up, the submachine gun. This one does 30 damage per shot and has a crazy 600 rounds per minute rate of fire. You get 150 rounds of ammo with a 40 capacity magazine. Reloading takes 2 seconds, and it's great for mowing down enemies quickly.
This'll be fun to work with. Expect some fast-paced action with this one.
Absolutely. Then we've got the sniper rifle. It's a beast, doing 200 damage per shot, but it's slow. Only 75 rounds per minute. It uses red lasers as ammo, and you only get 5 of them in the chamber.
200 damage is insane for a sniper. And why even have other weapons if this gun just deletes enemies?
It's got a slow fire rate. After each shot, you have to pump it.
Yeah, but 200 damage. I could breathe on an enemy and they die if they are already weak.
It's not overpowered. Some of the tougher guys can survive more than one shot from this gun. Now, we've got the machine gun, which does 35 damage and has a rate of fire of 600 RPM. You get 500 rounds max, with 100 in the chamber. It reloads in 4 seconds, but it's perfect for suppressing fire.
That's going to be pretty intense when we get it in game.
But we've also got the minigun. Oh yeah, it does 35 damage, fires at 900 RPM, and uses bullets. Max ammo is 500, but only 200 rounds in the chamber at a time. The reload time's 4 seconds.
The recoil and speed will be intense.
No doubt. And finally, we've got the rocket launcher. It does 300 damage and fires at 34 RPM, using rockets. Ammo is limited to 1 per reload, and you've got 10 rockets to start with. It's all about big boom moments with this one.
I can already see the chaos with that rocket launcher.
That's the plan. But you know, I was originally gonna show 𝙀𝙭𝙤𝙤 a nice little demonstration of RPM by booting up Gary's mod. The friggin' game crashes. Just poof, gone. I'm sitting there, watching this screen pop up with that same cursed message, engine error. If I see it say engine error one more time, I'm gonna drive it over with my Toyota 4Runner. I swear to God, I'll put it in Ford low crawl mode, and flatten every byte of that error message into the dirt.
Oh. Maybe just verify the game files.
Anyway, about multiplayer 𝙀𝙭𝙤𝙤, we can save those emotes you wanted for that mode. The settings during the early days of the alien invasion, humanity thinks it still has a chance.
So it's before the single-player story?
You betcha. Think of zombie survival from Gary's mod, but with aliens instead of zombies. Survivors are soldiers with military gear and callouts. Some aliens evolve the more waves go by.
Can players be aliens too?
Yup, but the stronger alien variants and stronger soldiers only unlock in later waves. So early waves, weaklings. Late waves, nightmares. Here's the first class. Grunt, red exoskeleton, orange T-shaped visor, health, 100, weapons, pistol, knife, frag grenades.
Wait. Is that supposed to be Samuel's imposter or something?
Bro, no. I literally said it's a multiplayer class. Their exoskeletons and visors show their assignment. Samuel's is special ops. No special ops in multiplayer. Next is the medic, white suit, green triangular visor, SMG, pistol, healing grenades.
So healing grenades work like AoE health bursts.
Exactly. Then there's the engineer, blue suit, light blue Y visor, 150 health. Carries an assault rifle, pistol, wrench, and smoke grenades.
The wrench better be able to bonk stuff.
Of course it does. Recon, light gray suit, bluish hexagon visor, uses a sniper rifle and EMP grenades. Health's 100.
If they are recon, do they move faster?
Most likely, yeah. Demolitionist, orange armor, red X visor, they're basically walking bombs, rocket launcher, knife, frags, 200 health.
Makes sense. The X visor makes M look like living caution signs.
Exactly the idea. Last one. Heavy, black exoskeleton, dark red evil looking visor, carries machine guns and shotguns, 300 health. In case you forgot, not all classes or alien types are available in early waves.
Hey, I'm probably not gonna be able to make more music.
I was wondering if the gun commander could fill in for ya, but now he's terminated.
I still really wanna do those victory animations.
Then go for it. Just make sure they look serious like the protagonist, nothing goofy. Also, I want the weapon animations to feel grounded, like Serious Sam 3. When you sprint, you hold your gun closer to your chest. The same sort of thing happens in Call of Duty games. That's the vibe.
Realistic, got it.
I really hope our game gets lots of visits and likes.
Alrighty y'all, that's it for today. Had a blast showing you the weapons, the enemies, and a sneak peek at the Alien Invasion multiplayer. But before I go, I gotta say, Poncho Video would be proud of the chaos we're cooking up here, and since mid-2024, the game has been stuck in its super early development stage. Expect us to dive back into it on late 2025. Or something like that, cause I've got a ton of content to knock out first. I even got a backlog which stacked up faster than my truck collection, and no promises on exact dates. Okay, I'll catch y'all later. Peace out.